Hey friends, it is Samara here with another design team layout for the scrap room. Today I'm using 49 and Market-Mistletoe and Memories. So this kit comes from the flavors of the month. Look at these papers. Oh my gosh, that wreath, but this gray. You guys can obviously see I love a good gray. This red block is really impressive, as well as that ledger paper. I love these tags on the back. We also get 2 pieces of black cardstock, which is really nice. And then we get an assortment of embellishments. So those are really cute. Additionally, because you guys know I can't leave things alone, I will be adding some papers from the paper kit. I love those tags. And then I'm going to be using some of these laser die cuts from the embellishment kit. These die cuts are so intricate. You can't quite see when they're on the sheet, but when you take them apart, look at how detailed those are. They are incredible. So this is my plan. We're going to be using this wreath paper. And I have this cute little picture of my grandkids a couple years ago. Actually, I think it was last year. And now I'm just going to start loading up the wreath with just embellishments, just having a field day. So I'm going to be going through and picking out various embellishments. I loved these little ornaments. Those were too cute. So just layer. Lots of layering. So I'm going to add in those little pine boughs up at the top to hold the ornaments. Oh my gosh, look at that green one. That one's perfect. This is not the best picture of my grandkids, but that's okay. Christmas has been interesting around here the last couple of years. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer and had good news. I had surgery almost immediately after my diagnosis. But with that said, it meant that we really didn't do Christmas because I was recovering from surgery. Then last year, my husband and I were on a cruise. And so we were like completely gone for Christmas. And then this year we have water damage in our house. So this is the 3rd year we have not decorated for Christmas, and it's absolutely killing me, you guys. But I keep reminding myself things will get better. How do you like this so far? Isn't that cute? It just comes when you use like a pre-built wreath, things just come together. So now I'm just going to come in and select some of these tags because you guys know that I love tags, and I love that little candy cane stripe there. That one might be my favorite. And then of course I love this little black plaid. And I love this little green one here on the end. So that will just get some color moving around the page. So we'll trim those out. One of the things I love about Vicky's tags is that they are double-sided, which is so nice. Sometimes companies don't put anything on the other side. I guess the other side of it is if you have tags on both sides that you like, then you're kind of stuck. You have to make a decision. I also use that little chipboard frame there for the photo. So just kind of, dropping things in, seeing how I like them, and then I'll start committing and gluing things down. Okay, so far this is adorable. So now we're going to go back to the embellishments, and we're just going to keep on keeping on. I love those little lights. I actually did the Vicki Boutin Christmas album class, so this was fun to actually create on my own because I have done, I've done the last 2 Vicki Boutin classes. I did Mistletoe and Memories, and then I did, oh my goodness, what was the one before that? Anyway, I cannot remember what it was. So this frame is a little bit bigger than my photo. I'm just going to go ahead and put it down and then I'll trim my photo afterwards. And you can see I'm not really trimming it all that much. I love the little diagonal, the red and white diagonals, like the old airmail letters. Very nostalgic for me. So we'll just pop that there in on the side. And then we are going to load up with all the embellishments. So question for you guys, I tend to put pictures, like if you're looking, like if the kids are looking towards the left, so I will put this picture to the right of the page. And just like if the pictures are looking towards the right, then they will go on the left side of the page. So kind of looking into the page. How about you? Do you guys do that with your photos? Oh my gosh, I am loving this so far. So we'll pop down those little ornaments with some of those little pine boughs and add some little gingerbread people, some candy canes, all the fun stuff. Who is your, or I should say, what is your favorite brand and who is your favorite designer? Funny enough, I have not always loved Vicky Bouton, but lately, like in the last year, I have fallen in love with her kits and I'm just like, I don't know, like they come together so easy for me. But other than that, I mean, gosh, I love all the brands. I don't discriminate when it comes to scrapbooking, but I'm just curious, what are some of your kind of favorite brands? Do you have any favorite types? Like this one is a little bit grungy. Do you like things that are a little grungy? Do you prefer more of like Doodlebug, where it's very bright and lively? Who are your favorites? I was trying to figure out a way to use that other little frame. I absolutely loved it. And do you guys like this when you see me like, sorting through my embellishments and kind of popping them down? This is like the planning out the page. Do you like this type? Or do you just want to see like the get it done? You just want to see skip to the end, show me what you did at the very end. For me, I love to see the process that people go through as they're designing their layouts. So you can see like I went ahead and moved that. I decided to put that one with a heart down straight to the paper, whereas everything else I am popping up. I love overlap. I just realized I should have added some gold sparkles, but I think my gold sparkles are packed up, unfortunately. So now we're just going to come in with some of these stars, and you'll see I'll pull those out in just a minute. But before we do that, we are just going to put down these tags. We're going to pop up the very ends of the tags. Oh my gosh, look at them. We took my granddaughter yesterday to go get a mani-pedi. She is turning 4 soon. And the ladies in the salon were like, is that her natural hair? What would the alternative be? Like, yes, we dye our 3-year-old's hair. It was hilarious. She was absolutely the star of the salon yesterday. It was too funny. She enjoyed it. She got green toes and yellow fingers. Super cute. What is one of your favorite embellishments? As you know, tags are my favorite. What's your favorite? I'm using the lines off to the side to help me. Because there are lines, I am going to use them. I hope that makes sense. So we'll pop up this little tree here just in a couple of spots. And then we'll add that little present in there. Although the border on this is a little too much for me, so I will trim it out just a little bit. And then give it a good old little pop. You have to have a present under the tree, right? Okay, that's really cute. So now we're going to add in some of those pine boughs, but we're also going to add some more of these laser cuts on top. Again, look at the detail of those laser cuts. You have to get your hands on some of those. They are so extraordinary. But look at how perfect that is. So good. And we'll add another one on top. Just that other one has a little bit different shading on it, so it makes it look very dimensional. And then I didn't add it on top. Let's see what happens. So first, let's get in this little gingerbread guy. And of course, the gingerbread guy needs a little candy cane. There we go. Now here we have our the lighter pine bough. Perfect. It literally looks like it's coming from the back of the page. Now we have these little holly berries. Look at those. I get so excited. So something that I've learned after doing a couple of classes with Vicki is do not take apart your laser cuts if you can help it. So keep them on there as much as you can because they are so delicate that once you pull them off, you're going to bend them and break them. So now we're just going to put in these stars. So I started off with the yellow stars because they are a little bit brighter and I wanted to make sure I had some movement around the wreath. And then now I'm going to be coming in with the brown stars or the craft stars. And so we'll drop those in, clustering them along with those yellow stars. You can see my little stack of Pop Dot trash. And I realized that my watch just came up and you guys were like, okay, that was an interesting picture. My cousin is a model, and so that is one of her modeling pictures. My gosh. I realized that that could have looked very different. So love this, all my favorite people. They are indeed my favorite people. I only put the Pop Dot on the one side because that little frame is chipboard, so it will stick up on the other side. And look at that little poinsettia. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Just tucking things in wherever I can. I could have cut that one like in half and use the other piece somewhere else, but that's okay. Pulling out one of those little pine boughs. You want to use a white glue that dries clear when you're using the laser die cuts. There's no way for you to get as precise as you would like to be. You will always have some spillage of the glue. So loving this so far. We're going to add in that little black label there. I'm one of those scrapbookers that more is more. I love the look, the very concentrated look that some people use, where they just use like small clusters and a whole lot of white space. I love the look of it, but I have yet to pull it off. Okay, that's cute. Little celebrate in there. Now we're going to pull off these little berries, and we are going to drop those in throughout, along with this little bow that I told you guys that these are really delicate, and I completely ripped off one of the little strings there, but that is okay. We'll get that title in, sparkle time. And then there was this cute little yellow bird, so we'll pop him in there. And almost done, but I have an idea. Check this out, you guys. I'm going to go crazy with the twine. I must have pulled like 3 feet of twine here. And I'm going to go old school. You guys remember back in the day when we would just fill our pages full of twine? That's what's going to happen here. So again, I have a pretty good length. I would say between 2 and 3 feet. And I'm just going to start feeding it through these tags and making like little loop-de-loops. And as always, this would be so much easier if I had done this beforehand, but you know, I didn't have that inspiration beforehand. So just taking my scissors to grab that through the hole there. You could also use your tweezers. And I am having to plan out my little loops because I do have so much twine here that as I feed it through, I have to be intentional about how it's going to flow through the page. All right, and there we have it. So now what I'm going to do is just go in and tack down this twine in just a couple of different spots. I like to get the edges or anywhere where the twine overlaps. And then I will go back in later and I will add additional glue in some of the other areas. But I do this just very sparingly at the beginning because I still want to keep the shape, the natural shape of the twine. I don't want any sharp corners or anything like that. So again, just carefully dropping in that glue. Don't worry, it will dry clear. So just fiddling with this twine here. It's a little bit messy, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, the glue does come off your hands very easily. How many of you, when you were in elementary school, used to take your white glue and smear it all over your hands and then let it dry and then peel it off? That was my favorite thing to do. And I'll be honest, also my favorite thing to do even when I was teaching. Anytime we would pull out the glue, I would do that and have fun. The kids always thought it was very funny. And then we'll just tack down that end there. And we are good, you guys. Oh my gosh. So we are just about done here. I sure hope that you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making it. Oh, I was a little too premature there, adding in a couple of those little red berries. I love the contrast with the red and yellow stars. We'll add one more up towards the top. All right, and I think that we're about done now.